He's back. That's right. No, I'm not talking about The Undertaker. Well, he's back too. I mean Triple H. I'm waiting on this for a while. Because now that Shawn Michaels is gone, I gotta go with the next best thing. Which, at least for the WWE, is Triple H. Obviously, he's been out for a while. But he's back. But let's start with the beginning of the night from Monday Night Raw. Started out with the Doctor of Hugonomics. He tried to be, anyway. I personally don't think it was as good as some of his older rap type material. It wasn't bad. And then, let's see, where did we go from there? Morrison CM Punk. Not a bad match, but considering they were both hurt, or at least they seemed to be. I don't know. Not really sure what to say about that match. I mean, it wasn't bad. I would have rather see Jomo win, but hey. I guess that kind of ends the thing between Jomo and Punk. Which makes me wonder if Jomo's going to have a WrestleMania match at all. I would hope so. I mean, he is one of the best stars they have. From what I've heard, there's not going to be a Money in the Bank match at Mania, which is unfortunate. Because I think, the Mania Money in the Bank, it's different than the matches that you get at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, because those are brand specific. After that whole thing, Punk and John Morrison, let's see. This tells you something about the night. It wasn't really that memorable because it didn't happen all that. Let's see. Then we had a Divas match, Divas tag team match. Eve Torres and Gail Kim versus the Bella Twins. I don't know. I'm not even really sure what this is really about. Because if it's about the Bella Twins having an issue with Gail Kim going out with Bryan Danielson, why is Eve Torres involved? And if it's not, then what the fuck is it about? Seriously. Well, I lost my train of thought on that. It was an alright match. But the Bellas pulled that Twin Magic crap again. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with the Bella Twins. In fact, I rather like them. Oh, well, especially like to look at them. Because let's face it, they're hot. And Michael Cole is a total dillweed if he thinks that together they're a 4. Or together they're an 8, I'm sorry. Because he's blind. Together they're at least a 20. All the divas are at least 8 or 9, if not 10. Some of them are 10. Anyway, I digress. Then we came back from the commercial and we had the return of The Undertaker, which started out looking like it was going to be a huge thing. It was looking really cool, and then The Undertaker kind of fucked it up. I mean, I'm sorry, The Undertaker didn't fuck it up. Triple H fucked it up. But that's okay, because Triple H is back. But the game went into the ring. Neither one of them has said a word, which I thought was a little weird. Kind of an awkward couple of minutes there with Triple H and The Undertaker. And though neither one of them said the word, they most definitely got their point across. Taker with the throat slit. Hunter with the crotch chop. Without saying anything, I think we can all pretty much guess that there's going to be Taker versus Triple H at WrestleMania. I do sort of feel like there needs to be some kind of explanation. I mean, we know it's happening. I think most of us figure it's got to do with the fact that Undertaker beat Shawn Michaels last 2 years in a row. And now Triple H is facing him. I'm kind of grasping at hairs here, I guess, but that's kind of my feelings on it. But I mean, it was still pretty cool. I mean, The Undertaker came back. Triple H finally came back. So there we have that for WrestleMania. Then we had this kind of weird thing that happened. Because we had this supposed interview. Sorry, I'm screwing with the power cord on my computer here. It doesn't seem to want to stay in there. We had this weird thing with Michael Cole was supposed to do an interview with Jerry Lawler, and it was really more like he was just taking shots at Jerry Lawler, and kind of low shots, too. And I really can't blame Jerry Lawler for wanting to beat the holy hell out of Michael Cole. I probably would have just punched him in the face. I'm pretty sure I heard Josh Matthews say that. But then after, King took those shots at him, Jerry Lawler grabs him by the shirt, and he says, I may not have won the title, but I still have one way into Mania, and I don't care if it gets me fired, and he challenges Cole to a match. Now, this, well, not exactly going to be the greatest match. Well, it's not going to be near the greatest match of WrestleMania. It's probably not even really going to be that great a match. Probably not even going to be that good a match, to be honest. But it's going to have probably the best build-up, because these two have been kind of going back and forth for weeks with Michael Cole all over the Miz's junk. And also he keeps taking shots at King, trying to say that King's trying to hog the spotlight and all the glory, when we can all see quite obviously that it's Michael Cole that's doing that. Yeah, and then Cole got out of the ring, went back to the announce table, put his headset on, and then Jerry Lawler said something about, are you going to be a man, or are you just going to be a lily yellow coward, and run away? Or are you going to step up and be a man? And then Cole threw a glass of water in his face and took off like the little piece of chicken shit that he is. Hey, what are you going to do? Cole ran away, but hopefully Cole will... we will have this match. I'm sure that it'll happen. Whether it'll be the general manager saying, okay, fine, we're going to have this match at WrestleMania, so, something like that. Or if it ends up being more like, I don't know, and if Cole just accepts the match, which I don't see happen. That's not to say that it couldn't. Let's see, what else did we have tonight? Oh, we had the tag team title match, and Cena and The Miz, strangely enough, became the tag team champions. Yes, let it go down in the record books that The Miz and John Cena held the titles together, even if it was only for a couple of minutes. Hey, what are you gonna do? I guess, I don't know, maybe that was just because they weren't really supposed to win, and somebody was like, hey, they're not supposed to be the champions, guys. Who really cares? I mean, the tag team division used to be, the tag team division used to have some really elite tag teams. I mean, it used to be the big thing. Well, maybe not completely, but I mean, there was a point where the tag team division it overshadowed the Intercontinental title and whatever else was there, except for the world title, of course, because that's always the biggest title in any promotion. But the honest truth is the titles don't really mean anything anymore. The tag titles are completely meaningless. I mean, you have a tag title match once every so often. I mean, how long did Santino and Kozlov have the belts before they were finally beat? Personally, I think they should still be champions. Let them be champions for a long time, because nobody really cares about the tag team titles. And if some tag team comes along that is really good, then you just, change it over. But, I mean, really, I like Justin Gabriel, but I think he needs to just be a singles wrestler, and I think they need to let him do his thing. because obviously the guy is a damn good high flyer. And here's something, well, I'll get to that in a minute, but the Wendy's girl and Justin Gabriel took their rematch right away, and they won the titles back when The Miz double-crossed Cena, and that was pretty much it. I mean, Raw was really sort of uneventful. It wasn't even really that great a show. I mean, I liked the thing with Taker and Triple H. That was pretty cool. Do I think Triple H is going to beat Taker at Mania? No, but I'm still going to root for Triple H. That's about it for Raw. I watched ROH's show tonight. They put on a decent show, a hell of a lot better than last week. Last week, you had, like, one interview, you had a match, and that was pretty much it. I mean, they didn't even get to their main event match, which actually happened this week. But, I mean, it started off, as it seems that so many ROH shows do, with Jim Cornette in the ring, and he invited Davey Richards out, and I'm a huge Davey Richards fan. It's good to see Davey Richards back in the ring. And he told everybody that he was offering Davey Richards a title rematch with Roderick Strong, and Davey Richards said that he didn't want to be handed a title match, he wanted to earn it. You gotta respect that. I mean, even if that's, you know, I respect anybody who can say that. But at their next pay-per-view, which is Saturday, it's their 9th anniversary show, you have Homicide, that was weird, versus Roderick Strong for the heavyweight title. You have Eddie, the match that well, you're also going to have a tag title match. I'm not really sure how great a tag title match it'll be, but you have the All Night Express versus the Kings of Wrestling, Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero. And then, of course, you have... we have a couple other matches. I'll get into that in another video. But tonight, we had a couple matches that were alright. You had Rhett Titus versus Claudio Castagnoli. Well, it was an alright match. I'm not sure how much I really like Claudio Castagnoli, and not because he plays the heel. I'm just not sure that I really think he's that great a wrestler. I mean, for a tag team wrestler, he's not bad, but I don't know if I really think that he's that good in singles competition. Whatever. The other one was hell, I'm gonna forget his name. King versus Chris Hero. I can't think of King's first name, but King did win. I think it's Sean King or something like that. But he won. He beat Chris Hero, and then the Kings of Wrestling proceeded to beat the crap out of the All Night Express. Hey, what are you gonna do? Shane Hagedorn needs to be barred from ringside, or just needs to have his head beaten in, or something like that. But then maybe that's just because he's a heel and I don't like him. Probably. Haas and Benjamin did a little piece about their match at the pay-per-view upcoming. Hey. Oh, I did forget one thing about Raw that just popped into my head, which was at the end of the John Morrison CM Punk match, Punk called out Orton and said that he'd given his new Nexus the night off, and then he told Randy Orton that if he showed up next week, that he was going to get hurt because Punk was going to hurt him. So he should just walk away and give up on having any kind of a match at WrestleMania. Obviously, we know that isn't going to happen. Randy Orton will be there next week. They'll have their match at Mania. And it could be a good match. I've actually seen a few matches of, on another note, of Punk's from when he was in ROH, and he actually was a pretty damn good wrestler. And I think if the WWE would let him do his thing, he'd be great. That's about it for me for right now. Raw was okay. We know what's partially going on for Mania. But until next time, I am Alpha Man 1. Peace out.